So, good morning to all of you. So, today the topic for the webinar is an introduction to reference sources. Myself, Dr. Vijaykumar N Mulimani, working as a librarian in Sangameshwar College, Solapur. So, today I'm just dealing about the introduction to the reference sources. So, what are the reference sources? How it is useful for the students and research scholars? So some of the materials just like encyclopedias, dictionaries, almanacs, atlas, all these things are called reference materials. So a library can be defined as a collection of documents so organized and arranged in a suitable physical plant by the staff as to facilitate their easy use by the users. As the information resources are costly and not easily accessible, they depend on libraries to get required information. A reference work or a book or source is a compendium of information, usually of a specific type, compiled in a book or easy consultation. It might be alphabetical, classified, or some other type of arrangement. Even then, the connection between consecutive entries is not as compelling and continuous or as free from jerks as between the paragraphs in an ordinary book. So, usually the reference book is nothing but which is to be referred in the library, not kept for a particular use. It is a special use and it is kept in the special collection. According to ALA glossary, the definition is a reference book who has been defined as a book designed by its arrangement and treatment to be consulted for definite item of information rather than to be read consecutively. Most of the reference book anticipates a particular need and approach to information. They are written for easy discovery of exactly the facts and figures you want to know. Reference sources often include an index by topic, and online reference sources are easy to search by using the keywords. Reference sources generally provide several things, so that is background information on a topic, then a brief factual overviews of the topics, information about important dates, events, and people which are associated with a topic, terminology and definitions of terms and related to a topic, articles written by authors with expertise in the subject matter. Why reference sources? Reference sources can be a great place to start your research because they provide quick, authoritative introductions to a topic. They offer summarized factual information in a clear and organized way. Reference sources such as encyclopedias, literary criticisms, all these are periodical articles, bibliography, etc. They are useful for that to explore the research. What makes them different from other sources? They are unique because, in fact, they are written for easy and discovery of exactly the facts and figures you want to know. Reference sources often include an index. Online reference sources are very easily accessible. What are some examples? So, examples are dictionaries, encyclopedias, thesauri, directories, almanacs, handbooks, manuals, bibliographies, atlases, gazetteers. All these things are some of the examples. They can be got it print as well as online. Characteristics: consulted for definite item of information, miscellany of information, bird's eye view of the topic, item can be randomly located. So other characteristics include occasional consultation, definite items of information, collection from a vast number of sources, miscellany of information facts, quickly and conveniently recalled. Arrangement is alphabetical, chronological, and other methods. Topics and rarely dealt with we deal with them in depth. Concentrate on facts. Kept for use in the library, not as a regular, but it is a special collection. Information in reference book is so organized that one can easily access the desired information. Classification of reference sources: here control access directional type, and work of source type. Some of the things you can see here: dictionaries, lexicon, thesaurus, comprehensive concordance, glossary of literary items. Types of reference sources. So, types are dictionaries. The word dictionary comes from neoclassical Latin word dictio, meaning simply the word. A dictionary is a list of terms in alphabetical order and gives each word's meaning. Some dictionaries include equivalent words in another language also, that is such as English to Spanish, English to Marathi, English to Kannada, and English to Malayalam, English to Spanish. Other thing, specific languages. The Oxford English Dictionary, which is having a single uh, volume, it contains more than 20 volumes. Oxford English Dictionary, which contains definitions of a word and etymological meaning, we can get it from some of the dictionaries. Information about definitions, pronunciation, usage, derivations of the words, we can get it. Grammar, synonyms, antonyms, etymology, pictures, etc., we can get it from the dictionaries. Examples: Longman Study Dictionary of American English, Webster's New World College Dictionary, Webster's New Collegiate Dictionary, the Oxford English Dictionary, etc. Lexicon. The lexicon is a dictionary of some ancient language that generally provides more grammatical analysis, is known as lexicon. The definition of lexicon is a dictionary of the vocabulary of a language, people, or a subject. An example of lexicon is your dictionary.com. An example of lexicon is a set of medical terms, vocabulary of a person, language, or a branch of knowledge, such as a nautical or medical. In linguistics, a lexicon is a language inventory of lexemes. The word lexicon derives from the Greek meaning the words. Concordance. What is a concordance? A concordance is an alphabetical list of the principal words used in a book or a body of work, showing location in the text with immediate context. Agreement, or a concord, or a harmony. An alphabetical index of the principal words of a book, as of the Bible, with reference to the passage in which each occurs. Glossary. A list of difficult terms along with some explanation or definition in a special field. An alphabetical list of words relating to a specific subject, a text, or a dialect with explanations. A brief dictionary. A glossary is also known as a vocabulary or a clavis. It is an alphabetical list of terms in a particular domain of knowledge and the definitions of those terms. Traditionally, a glossary appears at the end of a book and includes terms within that book that are either newly introduced, uncommon, or specialized, etc., etc. Thesaurus. It is designed for drawing distinctions between similar words and assisting in choosing exactly the right word. Thesaurus provides synonyms for words with related meanings. You might choose to use a thesaurus when you are looking for alternative definitions to words you find yourself using frequently. Thesauri often include antonyms or words with the opposite meaning of the one you look up, which you can also be helpful when trying to determine alternative ways to say the same message. Thesauri information can often be found online along with the subject specific databases. Examples: Library of Congress subject headings. Encyclopedia. The word encyclopedia or encyclopedia is derived from two Greek words, enkyklaios, which means circle, and pedia means of learning. Compendium of information or knowledge, or a source, a circle of information, circle of a knowledge, a literary work containing extensive information on all branches of knowledge, usually arranged in alphabetical order. Or similar work limited to a special field of subject. For example, New Encyclopedia Britannica, Encyclopedia Americana, German Brochus, Encyclopedia of Medicine, Philosophy, Law, Encyclopedia of Library and Information Science, International Encyclopedia of Social Sciences, McGraw-Hill Encyclopedia of Science and Technology, etc. Encyclopedias are more varied than you might think. Encyclopedia Britannica as the gold standard for encyclopedias. Subject specific encyclopedia before discipline from philosophy to American pop culture. They include brief factual information about topics and then they are having a most useful volumes long. Wikipedia is there. Example dictionary of arts, then which is having examples general the world book encyclopedia Britannica, so, dictionary of art, encyclopedia of American war, McGraw-Hill, encyclopedia of science and technology. Supplement to encyclopedias, it is nothing but they are having some supplements other than the encyclopedias. So these are the pictures which you can see it. Then the what do you call, you can get the information with the most information you can get it. Bibliographical sources, Ulrich periodical dictionary directory, which is periodicals and serials, information about the periodical, its title, publisher, information, frequency, cost, ISSN, list indexes. Ulrich also identifies periodicals as scholarly, peer reviewed, trade, etc. Periodical directory is a part of ulrichweb.com. Description, that is MLA Director of Periodicals produced by the Modern Language Association of America, lists over 7,100 periodicals, 4,400 updated titles are indexed. Indexing and abstracting periodicals. Indexes and abstracts citations, title of work, author name and publication title, place and date to periodical articles, then book reviews, plays, short stories, essays, movies. Examples, arts and humanities citation index, social science citation index, science citation index, book review index. All these comes under the indexing and abstracting periodicals. Geographical reference sources. Usually geographical reference sources are the reference sources which are dealt with the common commonly gazetteer guides, then handbooks, atlases, and all these things are there. Columbia Gazetteer, map, atlases, globe. So these are the things. Geographical sources. Geography is the study of Earth's surface and its land, features, inhabitants, and phenomena, people's responses to topography and climate, and soil and vegetation. Geographical sources of information can be of the following types, that is gazetteer, guides, maps, atlas, globe. Gazetteer is a geographical dictionary, an important reference for information about places, place names used in conjunction with an atlas. Information concerning the geographical makeup of a country, region, or continent, the social statistics or physical features, location of places, dimensions of physical features, population, GDP, literacy rate, etc. World gazetteers usually consist of an alphabetical listing of countries. Guides according to ALA glossary, a guidebook has been defined as a handbook for travelers that gives information about a city, region, or a country, or a similar handbook about a building, museum, etc. A guidebook guide to the literature assists a user to use literature of a specific subject. It helps in getting the literature of a subject rather than its content, and covers a secondary and tertiary sources, basic literature, agencies, etc. National and international level guides generally include guides to the literature of a subject, guides to the library, guides to the organization, etc. Map. Map or maps. Map is defined as a representation or a part of the whole of a surface of the earth or a celestial body. Plane surface, earth points, then it has got a combination of objects, regions, etc. Space. Map is a two-dimensional geometric accurate representation, normally to scale, of all or a portion of the three-dimensional earth's surface or of the heavens or another celestial body. Maps can be devised to represent any local property of the world or property part of it. Maps are usually stored in specially designed cases which allow them to lie flat. Atlas. Atlas is a collection of maps traditionally bound into book form but also found in multimedia formats. It gives geographic features, political boundaries, and sometimes geopolitical, social, and religious and economic statistics. A glossary defines atlas as a volume of map, plates, engraving tables, Times Atlas of the World, Historic Atlas of China, the Historical Atlas of the United States, Times Atlas of the World Exploration, all are the examples of the atlas. Globe. A globe is a three-dimensional scale model of Earth, a terrestrial globe, or other spheroid celestial body such as a planet, star, moon, celestial sphere, showing the uh, apparent positions of the stars and constellations in the sky, celestial globe, etc. Biographical sources. A biography is a description of an account of the series of events making up of someone's life, which is usually published in the form of book or an essay. In some other form, such as a film, an autobiography is a biography of a person's life, written or told by that same person. Biographical information also can be obtained from almanacs, biographical dictionaries, directories, encyclopedias, etc. Example include International Who's Who, Dictionary of National Bibliography, etc. Current sources. So current sources is nothing but here the it is brought out for an annual basis that depicts some important happening in the previous year. It may take the form on the following form, that is yearbooks and almanac. Yearbook is an annual compendium of current information which may be sometimes restricted by subject or country or region. The recent trends and current developments are there. A publication which is issued annually for the purpose of current information in narrative, statistical, or descriptive form. An annual volume of current information in descriptive and statistical form, sometimes limited to a special field. Almanac. Almanac is an annual publication containing a tabular information in a particular field, mostly covering information about rising and setting of moons, periods of low and high tides, climate or weather related information, often arranged according to the calendar. According to the ALA glossary, an almanac is a publication containing a calendar frequently accompanied by astronomical data and other information, or annual yearbook of statistics, which includes health and hygiene, medicine, religion, mass media, transportation, science and technology, sports, awards. Examples: Whitaker Almanac, World Almanac, etc. So Manorama Yearbook, Almanac, Whitaker's Manual. Directory. A directory is a list of names and addresses of the persons, organizations, manufacturers or periodicals, a list of information in a way in which best serves the requirements of its users. According to S.R. Ranganathan, directory is nothing but it is a book containing the names, address, occupation, etc. of the inhabitant of the town or a district, a list of the user of a telephone system. A directory has a list of persons or organizations systematically arranged, usually in alphabetical or classified order, giving address, affiliation, etc. Individual and address, officers, functions such as organization. Directory and yearbook, Bowker Annual of Library and Information, Trade and Information, World of Learning, University's Handbook. These are the directories. Directories which are Encyclopedia of Associations, Guild Directory of Publications and Broadcast, International Research Centers Directory, National Faculty Directory, Telephone Directory, Ulrich International Period Directory, etc. List of research in progress. A list of research in progress. Directory of research in progress covers the research activities of a single institution, laboratory, or a group of institutions or universities. Period of investigation, name of the investigator, funding agencies, we can get it. A list of research in progress, that is CSI laboratories, INSDOC, research and development projects, documentation and librarianship of FID. Notification of forthcoming conferences can be got it from the symposia, media, meeting conferences, etc. Keeping this purpose in view, some organizations publish a small booklets, that is conferences and workshop in a specific field, forthcoming international scientific and technical conference, quarterly published by ASLEEP. That is the main idea here. Then handbooks are nothing but here the literally comes from the German word handbook. It is a compilation of miscellaneous information in a compact and handy form. It is a small manual reference work or collection of instructions intended to provide ready reference regarding procedures, principles, etc. Table, graph, diagram, and illustration are also provided. Louis Shores has defined a handbook, a reference book of miscellaneous facts and figures on one or many subjects assembled for ready use. Then many subjects assembled for ready use in response to popular interest or to specific purpose, which gives a response to popular interest or a specific need for concise, handy information. Manual. The word manual is derived from the Latin term manualis, which means a guidebook of or instruction book to pursue an occupation, art, or study. The term manual in common parlances refers to instruction to do something with the aid of very explicit step-by-step directions. It gives instruction by means of specific and clear direction. Manuals are sources that contain instruction for doing. ALA Glossary defines manual as a compact book, handbook, book of rules for guidance, instructions in how to perform a task, the process, etc., or make some physical subjects. Rockhound's Manual, New York, Harper and Row. So these are the examples. Statistical sources. The statistical information is distributed in other reference sources. The dictionaries may contain population statistics. The encyclopedia may provide socio-economic data about large geographical areas. Example includes a demographic yearbook, statesman's yearbook, etc. Mathematical table. So mathematical table is having the list of numbers showing results of calculations with various computation, speed up computation, arguments to simplify and drastically speed up computations, multiplication tables, mathematical classes, use logarithmic tables, etc. Many of the support sources are now available in audio-visual format or as an online publication, but still they can be included under their respective categories. Besides the traditional reference sources, search engine, meta search engines can also be considered as references for modern times. Conclusion. Here, to conclude, the reference sources such as dictionaries, encyclopedias, almanacs, atlases, etc. are research tools that can help you with your paper or project. Reference sources provide answers to specific questions such as brief facts, statistics, and technical instructions, provide background information, and reference materials can be arranged alphabetically, topically, or chronologically. In most libraries, reference sources do not circulate and are located in a separate reference collection. Reference sources readily available and easily accessible. Reference sources are designed to be consulted rather than read through. Their design is generally dependent on the type of information and treatment provided. Thank you.